What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So I once again have to start off with an apology because I haven't uploaded for a pretty long time. You know, it's just a pretty hectic period with school, have like a few weeks left. At the same time, you know, I actually got my driver's license this week, so I had my driving test and luckily I passed that, which is a really great thing. But all in all, it's just a pretty, you know, it's just been a pretty busy period, I have to say, and be honest about that. So, you know, my apologies for not having uploaded any video for the past week, but I think that in the coming weeks you can expect a lot more videos more frequently again, so that should be a good thing. But anyway, this week has been quite an interesting week. Some pretty big announcements. For example, we've seen the announcement of Far Cry 4. Microsoft just came out and announced that, you know, the new Halo will be called Halo 5 Guardians, you know, with this, you know, cool screenshot, but not really that much more. But I think the biggest news of the week is that Microsoft announced that there will be a $399 Xbox One, and that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. You know, mainly what that means for PlayStation 4, for the whole next-gen battle in general, and what I think will happen after this. So, first of all, let's be honest about it. I mean, you can be a PlayStation fan, you can be an Xbox fan or a Nintendo fan or whatever. This is a really good thing for the industry in itself. I mean, like, competition is always great, right? Remember when people always said that Xbox Live used to be so much better than PlayStation Network, you know, like 5 years ago or something like that. Right now, that's just totally not the reality anymore. I think that PlayStation pretty much caught up with Xbox Live in terms of how good the service is in itself, in terms of, you know, servers, and that there isn't that much lag anymore, which used to be a really big problem in the past. And then there came PlayStation Plus, which, you know, right now Microsoft is actually trying to catch up to with, you know, games with gold and that kind of stuff, where PlayStation is offering some great new games every month on all their platforms, which is a really, you know, good thing. And you can see that when there is a lot of competition, when it, you know, either in games or in services or whatever price, for example, you will always see that other companies will have to, you know, catch up with those companies that are offering, you know, the better things. And that's why I really feel like $399 is a great thing. For me personally, I mean, it's not a secret and I won't lie about it or something. I am a PlayStation fan and everybody knows that. That's where my preferences lie. Does that mean that I hate on Xbox or Nintendo? No, not at all. I've actually been pretty interested in both systems, you know, both the Wii U and the Xbox One. And I just think that this $100 price reduction has only made it more likely for me to get an Xbox One sometime soon in the future, because there's definitely some games that I am really interested in on the Xbox. Not Halo for me personally, not something like Gears of War, but actually games like Quantum Break. And I have to be honest and say that I also am still a bit interested in Titanfall. You know, it's not like I'm completely hyped about that, because then, you know, the game is already out, right? So I would have, you know, probably gotten an Xbox One if I was really excited about it, but I'm definitely interested in playing it, but especially Quantum Break, and I'm sure that, you know, Microsoft will announce some great new other, you know, exclusive games for the Xbox One. I've seen Sunset Overdrive, and that one actually looks pretty cool as well. So, you know, I'm a pretty big fan of, for example, the Ratchet & Clank games, which are also from Insomniac, so I'm sure, you know, they will deliver a really good game with Sunset Overdrive. But yeah, you know, basically what I just wanted to talk about is that, you know, once again, you can hate on any of the brands, but I think all in all it's a really good thing that Microsoft decided to actually get rid of the Kinect. It's something that most gamers just don't want in their box. They don't want to pay extra for that, and I am one of those people, because I just don't see the value in Kinect for me personally as a gamer, and because I already own a next-gen system right now, you know, that gap it's pretty big to buy another one as well, because, you know, why would you get two of the same next-gen consoles when the only difference really is exclusives? So, you know, price definitely is a pretty big factor in that, and I think for many other people as well. So, yeah, I mean, this $100 price reduction is only a great thing for everyone, because it narrows down that gap for you maybe wanting to get an Xbox One. And I think Nintendo needs to do the same thing, because that will make me want to get a Wii U much more. You know, if they actually bring it down to, say, $250 or something like that, would be awesome. I would totally get a Wii U for that price. Like, I am crazy excited about a Wii U if it would be at that price, because there's also some games there that I really want to play, like, you know, Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. That's coming out, or maybe a new Zelda, or actually Super Mario 3D World looks really, you know, good, and that came out last year. So yeah, I mean, it's a great thing for the whole industry. That's what it really is, and I think that you know, what is PlayStation going to do after this, right? Because they've been very competitive the last year, where they announced, you know, that their console was $100 cheaper, where they announced that they wouldn't have something like always online initially, and you know, second-hand games that you could still buy, and Microsoft had to react to that as well. So will Sony react to this? That's what I'm really interested in, because both Microsoft and Sony are making a small profit on the consoles right now, which is actually quite different from what it used to be last year, or last year, I mean last generation, with PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, where they actually made a loss for quite a long time on those consoles. Right now they're making a profit, both of them, and I wonder if Sony is going to be like, let's drop the price for the PS4 by even, say, you know, $50 more or something like that, so it will be $350, which we will then of course hear from at E3. I wonder if they're going to do that, but at the same time I could really see them just sticking to $400, so it's going to be really you know, competitive for both companies, both at the same price, you know, with their consoles. All in all, it's just going to be really interesting, right? I wonder if Sony is willing to make a small loss on the console right now, by actually, you know, reducing the price even more and still having that price advantage, because I definitely think it's a pretty big factor for most people to get a next-gen console, you know, the price of it and the difference with other consoles that are out at the same time. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really exciting, and all in all, I think this is really what I wanted to talk about. So just let me know in the comments what you think about Microsoft dropping the Kinect and making their console $399. Are you more excited about it? Have you always been like, no, I'm not getting an Xbox One, or maybe not a PS4 or whatever? Just let me know your thoughts on the whole console war, of course. And then for now, I would like to thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.
Every cop is a criminal, and all the sinners